Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete from PMG Auto Care, and today's video is all about this beautiful Audi RS4. I have been very much looking forward to doing this car. It's a stunning example of a B7 Audi RS4. In their heyday, these were a direct rival of BMW's iconic E46 M3, which just happens to be my personal favourite car, but the Audi really makes a case for itself with that 4.2 litre naturally aspirated V8 engine paired up with Audi's famous Quattro. It makes for a very competent all-weather performance car. Now this beautiful example belongs to a returning customer at PMG. He's bought it off its original owner and there's only 44,000 miles in the car. It's clear that it is an enthusiast-owned, well cared for vehicle, but he wants to take it to the next level and have it looking its absolute best. So what we're doing today is our mirror finish paint correction, and then we're going to finish it up with ceramic coatings throughout. That's going to be C5 on the wheels once they're removed. It's going to be Crystal Serum Ultra on the bodywork, the glass is getting coated, and then we're doing an interior detail and an engine detail just to make sure the car is perfect throughout. Now, from our initial inspection and walk around, there doesn't appear to be much in the way of bond and contamination in the car. It seems to be kept in pretty good, clean, polished, the sort of order you would expect from an enthusiast-owned low mileage vehicle. Needless to say though, we still need to get it out and do our decontamination wash. I don't think there's going to be any tar really to deal with, but we'll still check it for iron filings and do the usual 2-bucket safe wash. So let's get it clean and then get it inside for inspection. So as expected from that wash process, everything was fairly straightforward, and you'll see of the paint inspection of the car, there's certainly evidence of previous machine polishing, but all in all the car's in pretty good shape, which is kind of what I was expecting for such a low mileage enthusiast owned vehicle. So one of the things that I love about doing this era of German vehicle is the paint quality. I think that possibly the best paint quality is from around that time, the E46 M3, the B7 RS4, the AMG Mercs of the era. They've good quality hard paint that we can attack quite aggressively, but yet it's a straightforward process. And attacking aggressively is what we're going to do. We're going to jump in with the Roops 21. The longer throw of that machine means that we can get even better results. We're not going to be worried about micromarring, etc., because of the ridiculously hard finish of these old German cars. We'll be mixing that up with a Meg's microfiber pad, and then a combination that we like to use in the workshop here of Meg's 105 and Meg's correction fluid mixed into one pad. The correction fluid just gives a slightly longer work time than what you would usually get from the 105 on its own. It means we can really break it down, and to be honest, quite often you could just leave it at that. A lot of places maybe would, but that's not the point of detailing. But for now, let's get into that and see if we get the results that we're expecting. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to explain to you guys what exactly it is that we're doing and what we're looking for when we're doing our paint correction stages on the car. Now, if you've watched other detailing videos, you'll see some people like to complete their machine set and then check around with an inspection lamp for any remaining defects. Personally, I don't really get that method of correction. I'd much rather set the lamp up so that I can see as the polish breaks down. I can watch the defects visibly be removed, and it shows us where we need to focus on during our set. You'll also see that I work in small areas, and this allows me to keep the compounds active and allows us to really manipulate that finish as we go along. The purpose of paint correction really is about getting your paint to the smoothest possible or the most level possible surface. But we don't want to take all of your paint right the way down to the level of some of the deeper defects. So that's why you'll see us focus and slow our arm speed down, focus on some scratches, and then move on to the rest of the panel. Our goal is to leave as much clear coat as possible so that the car has plenty of potential future options should it pick up damage and need machined again down the line. It also leaves a healthy amount of clear, because clear is part of your paint's natural UV protection. So we don't want to take off any more than is necessary at any time. Also, if we spend more time breaking the compounds down at this stage, it's going to mean that our refinement stages are much more straightforward. We're not going to be dealing with micromarring or machine-induced defects. Instead, we're just going to be focusing on an awesome finish. As you can see here, we've really broke that compound down. That doesn't mean that we're finished. Just still keep working at manipulating any paint defects out where it is safe to do so. correction progress was really straightforward. I really enjoyed doing that. We get excellent results throughout with the car, and as you've seen, that finish looks pretty bang on. I'm sure we could probably get away with coating over that and it would look absolutely amazing. There's really no micro marring or anything left behind, even though that was such an aggressive way to go about the paint correction of that car. But that's the beauty of these old school German paints. Now, the process that's going to take it really to the next level, it's a bit more than refinement, and it's something that we would term as dual in the paint. And as such, I'm going to use a product that might be a little controversial, and we're going to explain to you, which is 3M's Refinement. Now, years ago, this was heavily criticised because, in all fairness, it is chock full of fillers that are going to hide blemishes in the paint. But we have no blemishes left to deal with. And what we're focusing on whenever we're dualing the finish is taking a very soft pad. So we have this black Lake County finishing pad, and we just spend loads of time. And that's why I really like this Refinement. It's so oily, it's so much lubrication in it that I can really spend the time just breaking it down on the surface. If you want to think of your paint as a smooth surface, then start to think of it at a much more microscopic level. And to make something shinier, we really want to make it as flat and as smooth as possible. So this dualing process is really about that. It's about really smoothing that finish out. It just makes the clear coat optimally clear. Then it's going to let that amazing pearl fleck just jump out through to the surface. This is quite a time consuming process. And to be honest, it's quite mind-numbing as well as a detailer, because there's not much in the way of challenge to it. It's just slow and methodical work, but it's really going to make a difference in the visible finish of the car. The camera might not pick this up that well, but I promise you, it's just going to make that flake pop absolutely insane. So let's get cracking with that.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass bray.
Dualing process complete, and the RS4 is looking absolutely amazing. That paint already looked pretty good before we started this process, but it looks absolute perfection now. It really turned out so great. The flake pop is insane, which is just what we were looking for. So now we get to do the fun bit, get all the dust off the car, and then lay on the protection. We have to do the engine bay detail, do an interior detail, coat the wheels, coat the glass, and then that is this finally finished. 4-day process. The car is looking absolutely incredible. So let's get those finishing touches done and then show you the good part.
From above, everyday would seem turning into love song. you speak. Angel, sing from above. Every day what it seems.
So that's all the protection laid down, all those little finishing touches put in place. So there's just one thing left to do, and that's show you guys it finished.
I'm feeling high. 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 I'm feeling high.
Just like that, another video is drawn to a close. I think you'll agree the RS4 looks absolutely incredible. The flake pop is insane, and as you'll have seen, even out in the dull Belfast weather, the depth of finish and the gloss is off the charts. So no matter what the lighting circumstance, that car is looking amazing. I really can't wait to get the owner's reaction. So what's next for the channel? Well, we're going to try and do some weekly uploads. We're going to try and drop a video every Friday. What the next video is, we're just not entirely sure yet. That's where we rely on feedback from you guys, good or bad. We welcome everything. What would you like to see in the channel? Is there anything you would like us to focus on? We were thinking about maybe doing a week in the life of a detailer to show you the day in and day out things that happen in the workshop. We're open to ideas, we welcome them all. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we can build this following up and get great content out more regularly. So once again, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you in another video.